and welcome back to my channel. It's time to cook the book because I've received some lovely books from my friends. One of which is the Frozen Pea cookbook, and it's written by my lovely friend Samuel Goldsmith, and he's written this book, the Frozen Peas cookbook, which is basically 100 everyday recipes for the most versatile ingredient in your freezer. I always have a bag of frozen peas in the freezer, which is so true. And I'm not making any savory stuff because we've all used frozen peas for that. I'm gonna make what caught my eye when I opened the book was the pea cake with coconut frosting. You know, I'm not a big fan of adding things to the cake like carrots or beetroot. Like, I've done it and I've eaten it and enjoyed it, but I'm not a big fan of it. And that's why this kind of just takes my attention because I'm desperate to try this. So let's get baking. Before that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Sam has promised to visit me in the kitchen and cook with me one day, but while we're still waiting for him, I thought I'll do it myself, one of the recipes. Just to warn you, the kitchen is a bit messy. There's stuff all over, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to get the ingredients in one corner, stick it in the oven, and then tidy up the kitchen. Don't judge. To start, I have got here 175 grams frozen peas. Going to cover it with boiling water. I'm just going to let this sit while I grease and line two 8-inch cake tins. So a quick spray. You can grease it with oil, butter. I'm going to put some baking parchment. Now I'm going to get the oven nice and hot at 180C or 160 fan. Starting with 225 grams of softened unsalted butter. Next, 200 grams of caster sugar. I'm just going to beat this up for a couple of minutes so it's creamy and pale in color. That is looking so lovely and pale. Now these have defrosted, so what I'm going to do is drain these and then blitz it to finely chopped. Well, the recipe says not to have a paste, so I'm going to make sure that I don't puree it. I don't want it to be pureed, right? So I'm not going to touch my blender because my blender is so good. It will puree it. So I'm just using a chopper and see if it works. Oops. I think it did work. Chopped up but not pureed. 2 more rounds. Yep, that is definitely done. I'm going to add 4 eggs to this. Just going to beat it slightly. I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons of vanilla extract. Got just enough. Also going to add zest of 1 lemon. Always use unwaxed lemons for this. Now goes in 250 grams of self-raising flour. So that already has the baking powder in it. I'm going to beat this all till it comes together. So been a minute. It's nice, pale, fluffy, and in goes the peas. And one last folding in of the peas. That's enough. Goes in the prepared pans. Never had pea in cake before, so I'm going to try and get evenly divided into these 2 bowls. They will go in a hot oven at, like I said earlier, 180C, 160 fan, and 20-25 minutes, enough for me to enjoy a cup of tea. Then there is some interesting frosting coming. I am so excited to try this cake. You guys know I love cakes, but not vegetable cakes. So this I'm very excited about. So it's been 25 minutes. I am just gonna, looks really good. Oh, that is so done. That is properly done. So I am gonna get these out and I'm gonna let them cool down for 5 minutes in the tins, and then I'm going to take them out of the tins and let them cool down completely. Right guys, the cakes have completely cooled down and I am now going to make the frosting. Now the frosting, let me just tell you, uses 300 grams of softened butter and 600 sugar. I don't want so much frosting. I love butter icing, but I don't want it to take over. And also they finish the cake outside with butter icing, so I'm gonna just half the quantities. So just telling you that if you want to make it exactly how it is in there, it's just double the quantities I'm telling you. So let me start by beating the butter and sugar together. As simple as that. Actually no, I have got a fresh coconut to kind of put a little sprinkling on top. Though if I put that, then I would have to eat it in the next couple of days. And if I don't put that, I could let it sit outside for 3 days, 4 days. No, but it has got peas, so it probably can't sit outside for that long. Okay, I'm just going to break this open. And there is only one way to do it in my house. That is... Oh, where are you? No, don't break the door. Yes, it's getting there. Oh yes, got it. The rest I can do in the kitchen. Just to show you that while the cakes were cooling, I've washed up, had a cup of tea, and now I'm back for the icing. That is a very extremely beautiful clean cut. I just need a little bit of that, not so much. The rest I will just freeze because then I can use it. Ooh, lovely. For the next days. I don't need so much, so half is enough. I'm just going to grate it coarsely. I have just realized I haven't got loads of softened butter outside, so I'm just going to see how much butter I have. Actually, I'm topping it up with this little bit of salted butter. So that is a 150 grams of butter softened, and I'm going to add the sugar. So the best way for butter icing is just double the sugar. So if it's 150, then you add 300. I'm going to beat this for a minute. And while the butter is beating, I am going to get 60 ml of coconut cream in here. You can buy these in these packs. So that's going to give the coconutty flavor, 60 grams of that. So it's been a minute. It's nice and smooth. I'm going to add the 60 grams of coconut cream. Now it's asking for some coconut essence. I haven't got any. I wasn't going to buy for one cake. So I'm just going to let the cream give me the coconut flavor in the cake icing. Just letting it smoothen it out before I add it on the cake. That smells really good. This is looking lovely. Here is the first layer. I just want to show you this. Looks so good. Almost time to taste it. Next, I'm just going to add half of it. See, that's why I didn't want so much, because this is just perfect amount for me for a cake. The cake is so nice and soft. Actually, it doesn't need a second layer of icing. I'm just going to give it a thin layer so I can sprinkle some coconut. And I'm not going to take it to the edges because I want the little bit of the peas to show. I'm just thinking whether I should dry roast this, though I love fresh coconut, or should I just use fresh coconut? Oh God, decisions. You know what? I'm just going to use it. Or maybe, you know what? I'm just going to dry roast. So obviously, you first of all don't even have to add coconut. It's optional. And if you want, you can just add fresh. I don't know why I fancy a slightly roasted coconut. I'll give it 3 to 4 minutes. That was a very good decision because it's crisped up. It smells so good. I just want to eat it up like this. So what I'm going to do is just for 1 minute, because my butter icing will melt if I put it hot. It'll only take a minute to cool down, and the weather has changed and it's really hot now. So while it's cooling, I'm just going to go and change my top. She has just come into the door from school, so she will film the cutting. I'm going to quickly change. It's too hot. Okay, just look at this. I am so glad I changed my mind. And oh, what's that?
Cake.
Sia's just surprised. What happened? What's the matter?
I'm not eating.
She's saying she's not eating it.
Pea cake. Guys, I literally hate peas.
You cannot say no without trying, okay? You have to try this. I'm so intrigued, so excited. Not Sia, but me. It tastes amazing. I'm not sure if you can taste the peas, but the texture is beautiful. I think if you add coconut essence, it'll be more coconutty, but I'm happy with this much coconut. Guys, you have to try this and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll leave the link to Sam's book in the description and hope you will have fun baking this.